I wanted to see if I can cook collard greens, not the old school way, in the pot on the stove, but quicker in the Instant Pot. So grab all of your ingredients because we're going to head over to the sink. We have to wash our greens in salty water. So grab your collard green, your kale, also mustard greens. I love mixing the three of these greens together. We're going to wash these greens with cold water 3 times. Just to make sure we get all the grit and grime, because we do not want to eat grit and grime. Now, the old school way is to throw your greens into your grandma's pot, like this and so. But not today. We're going to pour 2 quarts of water into our Instant Pot. Grab your smoked turkey. Now, it doesn't matter if it's smoked turkey necks, smoked turkey wings. I prefer smoked turkey wings. Throw that in the Instant Pot. Grab 1 onion chopped up. Throw that in the Instant Pot. We're going to grab a bay leaf. Throw it in the Instant Pot. That's right. And then since we're in the South, we always use apple cider vinegar in our greens. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there along with my chicken bouillon. We cannot forget the Lowry's. Now, if you have special seasonings that you and your family like to use, go ahead and use that. But you cannot forget the red pepper flakes. Since this is a Southern collard greens dish, we have to have the red and black pepper. This makes for some excellent pot liquor. We call that pot liquor in the South. Now, others may call it, I don't know, greens broth. Just make something up, fill in the blank. So after we make sure the seal is closed on top of our Instant Pot lid, we're going to gracefully close the lid. All right. So we're going to make sure this valve is closed, and we're going to pressure cook our meat for 30 minutes on high. Oh, I'm sorry, 35 minutes on high. Let's go. All right, so once our Instant Pot has released all pressure and we let our turkey sit for 50 minutes, we're going to open our pressure cooker. What a difference 50 minutes makes. Look at that. The meat is falling off the bone, guys. Now, what I usually do is use this meat in another recipe. Since the title of this video is called How to Make Collard Greens and Smoked Turkey in Your Instant Pot, I'm just going to go ahead and add the turkey to the collard greens. Speaking of meat, if you love beef, you have to try my marinated ribeye. I threw that over some charcoal. Guys, that was so good. But back to the collard greens. So we're going to go ahead and take the turkey wings out of the pot and strain all bones and all gristle from our pot liquor. See, look at that right there. The last thing you want is for a guest or family member to choke on a bone or a piece of gristle. Because ain't nobody got time for the Heimlich when you're trying to eat good. So we're going to go ahead and put our greens into the pot liquor. Now, if you notice, the greens are wilted. What I like to do is during my 3rd wash or my final wash, soak my greens in hot water before draining them. I just find that it's easier for me to fit 4 pounds of greens into an Instant Pot once these leaves have wilted. Okay, so they're in there. And again, we're going to make sure that seal right here is closed. Gracefully put the lid on. Y'all see that? All right. So we're going to go ahead and pressure cook these greens for 30 minutes on high. Now let's see what this turkey is doing. Let's remove the bones. Look how easy that is. Bam. Okay. And usually I use this meat in another recipe. I don't add it to my greens. But since this video is called How to Make Collard Greens with Turkey Meat in Your Instant Pot, I gotta put the turkey meat in the greens, guys. I have to do it. Oh, if you like turkey, I think you'll like lamb. So if you look in the top right corner, you'll see my Cajun dirty rice with lamb recipe. I put a lot of secret ingredients into my rice cooker. If you think you're gonna try this recipe, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't joined the family. Meanwhile, I'm gonna get, what is all this? I'm gonna get the veins and the arteries out so we won't be threading our teeth with miscellaneous parts of this turkey. Now, I do want to tell you something that's very important when dealing with your Instapot. After the 30 minutes is up, we want to immediately release the pressure, but make sure you have a towel nearby. You do not want to get third-degree burns because the steam is very, very hot. I'm going to take my towel. I'm going to cover that valve in the back, and I'm going to release the pressure. See all the steam? The steam is being released, and as the steam is being released from my Instapot, I'm going to remove the towel carefully. You'll know all the steam has been released when that red button goes down. Look what we have here. In 30 minutes, we accomplished what our grandmothers did in 30 days. You know, I've been in the kitchen for a long time, y'all. So shout out to all the grandmas, especially the old school grandmas. Those old school grandmas used those cast iron pots to cook the collard greens. All right, so let's get this turkey. I'm gonna dump the turkey meat into the greens. And again, if I was not cooking for you guys, if you guys were not getting a plate, I'm telling you right now, I would not be stirring up this turkey meat in these greens, or just go ahead and get a piece of cornbread and call it a day. Life is all about options. So whatever your family prefers, that's how you cook. So I'm going to add a little bit more turkey to these collard greens. Stir it up. And then I'm going to put my greens into a serving bowl. You guys see how juicy these greens look? Oh my gosh. Look at that. And again, it only took us 30 minutes to cook these greens. I had so much fun cooking with you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Grab your plate because I'm hungry and I'm not waiting for you. My name is Naj. See you later.